Why is there a massive interest right now in Detroit, Michigan when it comes to real estate investing? Keep watching this video. My name is Tarmila Bajasingham. I'm a real estate investor, real estate agent, and a global team leader with eXp Realty Brokerage. If this is your first time visiting our channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit the notification bell to get updates on new content. Let's talk about Detroit, Michigan. This is the hot spot. A lot of investors are talking about Detroit, Michigan right now, especially international investors like myself and Josh. We are Canadian residents investing in the US. And I want to share with you the reason why we started investing in the US and particularly Detroit, Michigan, some of the strategies and systems that we work with to determine our success when it comes to building our portfolio. It's really about key economic drivers that are going to drive our portfolio for sustainable growth. And it's looking at these things that are going to really help with capitalizing on a lot of what is happening in that neighborhood. And before we decide where to invest, we look at GDP growth, we look at employment growth, population growth. There needs to be activity happening in the area of sales, buy and demand, the supply and demand. There has to be an increase in rental demand, decrease in vacancies, and we also need to see an increase in rents as well as property purchase demand and increase in property prices. I want to take these strategies and systems and apply to Detroit and give you some actual numbers and some strategies of why Detroit is a perfect place for you to invest, not only because of the low prices, but the home prices are increasing year to year, a healthy increase of 20%, very similar to Toronto. There's rental increase of 19.5 year to year. There's a $7 billion invested currently into the city in the auto industry. This is a massive move. Why that is because it's going to drive the economy. It's going to attract a ton of people to move into the city, population growth, and it's going to help with employment again, driving that employment growth up. And vacancy isn't that low, but it's still at 5.42%. And I'm not sure if you know this, but there's a business abatement for company. There's many states that have these kind of programs where they give incentives for people to move into their city and open up shops and run businesses. And again, what that's going to do is drive up the economy, help with population and employment growth, and a lot of indicators we as investors look for. And one of my favorite reasons why we're investing in Detroit is because of Section 8 program. There's a ton of pros that come with this program for investors, very different than some of the very similar nuances, but very different what we dealt with here in Ontario with ODSP tenants. So this is a different landscape. Tons of different things that you're dealing with when it comes to Section 8. Section 8 is pretty much where the Detroit Housing Commission provides housing for qualified individuals up to 70 to 100% for their housing. So what that is that amount is paid directly to the landlord. So there's somewhat of a guaranteed rent that's coming directly from the government, of course, to qualified individuals who have employment. So there's tons of positivity that comes around this. And I'm only touching the surface of what this program means. There's tons of video that's coming up where we explain what this program is all about, giving you a real breakdown of why this program works. Now let's look at also other reasons why Detroit is a place to be and place to invest. And affordability, there's availability of ton of different properties that are available for you across the board in various different neighborhoods that are transitioning. There's also a market demand. A lot of residents in Detroit are looking for quality landlords with quality property to live in. So this is your chance to provide good people with good homes, some of the philosophies that we follow, and appreciation. The properties, like I showed you, there is supply and demand, there's market demands, there's also appreciation of these property prices going up year to year. So there's a ton of different opportunities for you to capitalize on and to grow your portfolio. And there's a ton of different investments that are being made into the city and programs that are available, making it a bright future for the city. There's a ton of growth to be happened. I visited Detroit. My husband and I are big baseball fans. We went to 18 out of 30 MLB Stadium. We've been to the Tiger Stadium to watch Detroit Tigers play against the Toronto Blue Jays, and it was a beautiful stadium. And the wonderful part about that, we were there in 2016. We drove there and we went back more recently to purchase our first Detroit property and to show you and to just speak about the immense change of the city that have taken place in those couple of years gives me hope of exactly the type of transitions that is happening in Detroit. And honestly, I loved, and check out our video, I loved we did a tour of Detroit when we went down there at the city and giving you just some footages that we took. I know we didn't do it in depth, really run, a walkthrough of the city, but we captured some really unique footages, like paints a beautiful picture of what is taking place, particularly downtown Detroit, and is spilling over to the outskirts of Detroit. And I think this is an amazing opportunity for us to invest, for us to take advantage of, and to help the economy in the process. So if you are excited about this and if you want to join us in this venture, get in connect with us. We have access to amazing cash flowing deals, high cash flow monthly. Remember, these are US dollars, because whereas Canadians, a lot of people mistake that when I show them these numbers, they get a little confused. I want you to jump into the video I just recently published around some of the deals that we have access to. This is just one of many, just painting out the pictures of the type of property that we have access to. High cash flow, low price, and you're able to buy them in full cash, and you're able to refinance them at a short amount of time and duplicate quickly, allowing you to build a very healthy, strong portfolio, really an interesting ability for you to grow as an investor that isn't quite available here in Ontario, especially for people with high prices. This is just a unique opportunity for a lot of different types of people to and investors to get into the market. And if you are interested in learning more about this and want more information, click on the link in the description below, book a call with me, and I'm happy to walk you through. I'm always looking, my husband and I, Josh, we're always looking for capital partners. So we'll like to walk you through our joint venture agreement and see if we're a good fit to work together. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful for you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions at all, leave it in the comment section below. There's a ton of different videos to come to explain exactly what we're doing in Detroit and in different parts of the US. So stay tuned. Once again, thank you so much. My name is Tarmila Rajasingham. I'm a real estate investor, real estate